Love to drive? Thinking about working for Uber or Lyft to make some extra money? Well, great. This is Leah Ray from ToddandLeahRay.com, and in this video, I'm going to break down for you both Uber and Lyft's requirements, help you make the best decision on who you should be driving for. Plus, I'm going to give you some really helpful tips and insights that we've collected from Lyft and Uber drivers that they say they wish they had known before they started driving. So you can be fully informed and make the best decision possible. Now, I'm going to start off with the requirements so that you know really what company you even qualify to drive for. Then I'm going to dive into the 11 different points that you should know before you start driving so that you can make the best decision on who to drive for. And if you're interested in learning more about how you can make money online, not behind the wheel, where you can actually stop trading your time for money, make sure that you click the link at the top of the description for our #1 recommendation. So let's start off with the Uber US requirements. Now, Uber has locations over more than just the US, but you're gonna have to actually log into your country and see what the requirements are for you if you are not in the US. But these requirements are for the US. So #1, that you meet the minimum age to drive for your city. If you don't know what that is, they will have a link on their website that will tell you that. #2, you have to have at least 1 year of licensed driving experience in the United States. And if you're under 23 years old, they're going to bump that up to 3 years of licensed driving experience. 4, you have to have a valid US driver's license. You have to use an eligible 4-door vehicle. You have to provide proof of your residency in your city, state, or province. You have to provide proof of vehicle insurance if you plan to drive with your own car, which, spoiler alert, you don't have to. If you don't have a car, they'll provide that for you. And they didn't list this on there, but obviously you're going to need a smartphone so that you can use their app, which is how you drive for them. Now, Lyft's requirements. You have to be at least 21 years of age. You have to pass their free online DMV and background checks. You have to use an iPhone or an Android smartphone. You have to meet your city's vehicle age requirements. So every city that they are live in, there is a requirement on how old your vehicle can be. So you're not going to be rocking out some classic car from the 70s. It has to be a bit newer. I know in our location, when I looked, it was for, I think, 2003 and newer were the requirements for the age of the vehicle. They basically want to make sure that you're not riding around in a hunk of junk. You have to have at least 4 doors, not including jump doors. And you have to have at least 5 to 8 seats in your vehicle, including the driver's seat. You're going to have a US driver's license for at least 1 year, provide proof of insurance, and in most cities, your car is going to have to be inspected as well. Plus, you'll have to submit a photo of yourself. Now, why would you want to drive in the first place? Well, it's a great thing to do to bring in some extra cash. It works really well for like musicians, entrepreneur artists, people who are pursuing bigger dreams or goals, and they just want some cash flow to sustain them in the process. Students, this is a great thing for students as well, as the hours are totally flexible, and the peak hours are usually when there aren't classes. But just anybody who's looking and thinking about maybe picking up a second job or some sort of side gig, you want to take a closer look at this because it might be a great fit for you. Now, there's 11 different points, insights that you should think about and understand before you sign up to start driving. Now, #1 is that in order to make this worth your while at all, because of the wear and tear in your car and all that kind of stuff and your time, you need to be able to drive during their surge hours when they pay more money. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. So what are their surge hours? Typically, you're looking at your morning and evening commutes. So that would be 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and then 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Plus, the weekend nights are also hot prime hours where you're going to get paid more. The second thing to understand is that people are actually nice and friendly. You don't have to be scared that you're going to just deal with a bunch of crabby drunks or something like that in your car. That's incredibly rare. Folks who have done hundreds and hundreds of drives say they maybe had 1 or 2 people that were a little bit crabby with them. And that's it. People are generally fine, helpful, nice, friendly folks. And you can usually have some fun conversations along the way. #3, you don't actually have to have candy or snacks in your backseat. This was kind of a little fad for a while that drivers were having candy and stuff in their backseat. It's really not required anymore. The one thing that you may want to think about having is napkins. You can get a whole bunch of napkins for really cheap, and it's going to help if anybody has any spills, if anybody has to blow their nose, throw away their gum, anything like that, napkins work great. Now, #4, you have to understand that you can do this at any time. You don't have to schedule your hours beforehand. That's a big misconception that a lot of folks have. They think they need to tell Uber or Lyft that, I'm going to work from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Saturday evening, and then you're held to that. Absolutely not. It's easy as that when you want to drive, you go to your app, you turn it on, say you're available, and you can start picking up rides. When you want to be done driving, you just turn off your app. It's that simple. So it really is incredibly flexible and all on your own schedule that can change on the fly. Number 5 is that you can actually get paid daily. This is really cool because how many times have folks gotten in a pinch, a bind? They got some sort of bill coming up that they need to pay tomorrow. They have some event that they're going to that night and they need some extra cash. Whatever it is, you can actually just say, well, I'm just going to drive for a couple hours, make some cash it out, and poof, it's in your bank account, direct transfer. Number 6, you need to understand that there are hidden expenses that you may not have put into consideration at the beginning. Number 1, you're going to be going through a lot of gasoline and a lot of miles are put on your car. So that's going to lead to depreciation and additional maintenance on your cars, more oil changes and different things for maintenance. So keep that in mind. Plus, this is purely freelance. You are getting paid money to do a job. There's nothing else to it. You don't get any benefits, no health insurance, anything like that. And you're going to have to do your own taxes. If you're used to freelance type jobs, that's totally fine. You're used to this. But if you're not, it's something you need to consider. Number 7, with both Uber and Lyft, you don't actually already have to have a car. They have programs that will provide the car for you, which might be a good incentive why some folks should start thinking about driving so that they can get a vehicle if they need one. Number 8, if you like driving, if you enjoy talking to people, then this can be a really fun job. However, keep in mind that it will be tiring. All that driving for hours on end can really tucker you out. So keep that in mind. It is going to tire you probably more than you think. Number 9, there are no quotas that you have to meet. You don't have to do 5 rides a week, or there's no minimum requirement for how often you want to drive. So if you get busy, you're in college and you're cramming for finals, you don't have to drive. That's okay. If something's going on with your family, you got to take some time off. That's just fine. You're not going to get penalized for taking time off. Number 10, Uber now has Ubereats as well. So if you maybe can't hit as many of those surge hours that you want, but you're available during lunchtime, this might be a good alternative for you, something to keep in mind, that you could actually be delivering meals during the lunch hour as another way to maximize your income. Now, number 11, this is kind of interesting. I didn't realize this, but you can boost your income beyond what Lyft or Uber are paying you through third-party advertising. So you can set up advertising or demos in the backseat of your car where your passengers are, and third parties actually pay you for it. Pretty sweet. It's like adding a side hustle to your side hustle. If you like the product or whatever they're advertising, what the heck? Why not get a little money for putting it in your backseat? Now, which company should you drive for? Which is the best fit? There's Uber and there's Lyft. Well, here's the kicker. You should drive for both. Don't just choose one. Sign up as a driver for both companies. Why? Because it actually goes back and forth as to who's paying more. And if you're a driver for both companies, you can just if Uber starts paying more, you can work with them. Then kind of stuff shifts around and Lyft starts paying more, you can switch over and drive more for Lyft. Plus, they actually will compete for your work. When they're in really peak hours, things are busy, they're going to throw in and kind of compete with each other for bonuses to get you to drive for them. So if you're going to be a driver, sign up for both Lyft and Uber so you can really maximize your earning potential. I'll have links to their websites where you can get signed up below in this description so that you can get started driving. Now, please know that we are rooting for you. We are here to help you create the time freedom that you and your family deserve. So if you're new to the channel, you're going to have to subscribe so that we can help you do that. Say hi in the comments so we can welcome you to the community. Again, this is Leah Ray from ToddandLeahRay.com. Head over to this video up above my head here, and I'll see you soon.